So you just created your store with CreateMyStore.ai. Awesome. Now you're probably looking at your products and thinking, well, I want to change some of this stuff. Good news, it's super easy to do so. So let me show you how it works. Alright, so here's a product page from the store generated by CreateMyStore. As you scroll down, you will see a bunch of different sections. There's your product description, some key images, key benefits, some FAQs, and so on. Now, here's the important part. Most of this content doesn't get edited from your theme editor. Instead, you will edit it from the Shopify product editor. That's where all your product specific stuff lives. So how do you get there? Well, there are two easy ways. The first option, you go to Vitals, then Store Builder Dashboard, where you will see a list of all of the pages generated for you. Just click Edit Product next to the one that you want to change, and boom, you're in. The second option, you go straight to Shopify Admin, click Products, and pick the product you want to edit. Either way works, you end up in the exact same place. Okay, now you're in the product editor. If you scroll down a bit, you will see a section called metafields. This is where the magic happens. Metafields are basically little containers that hold specific pieces of content for each product. Our AI generated all of this stuff for you, and each metafield connects to a section on your product page. So like one metafield might hold your product tagline, for example. Another might have the images for your key benefits section. If you want to see all of your metafields, just click View All. Shopify only shows the first 20 by default, but your product might have more than that. Now, let me show you how editing actually works. Let's say I want to change the image in my key benefits section. I find the key benefits metafield, click on the current image, hit change, and pick a new one. I'll grab this colorful one that looks way better. I hit save, and now I refresh my product page, and there it is. New image just for this product. Let's try another one. I'm gonna edit the product tagline this time. Right now, it says nurture early cognition with hands-on color and shape sorting plain, and I want to remove the early keyword. I save it, I refresh the page, and yep, updated instantly. See how easy that is? And remember, these changes only affect this one product. Every product has its own metafields. Now, here's where people get a little bit confused. There's a big difference between editing your product information and editing your product page layout. Product information like text, images, benefits, FAQs, that stuff gets edited in the Shopify product editor, which is what we're doing right now. But if you want to change the layout or structure of your product page, like moving sections around or changing the design, that happens in the Shopify theme editor, totally different place. So let me show you what not to do because this trips people up. Here we are in the Shopify theme editor, and I'm looking at the product page template. See this tagline section? Right now, it's pulling from a dynamic metafield, which means each product shows its own tagline. But watch what happens if I disconnect that and type in something static like awesome product. If I save that, now every single product using this template is gonna say awesome product. That is not what we want for product specific stuff. So let me just fix that. I'll reconnect it to the right metafield. There we go. And now each product shows its own unique tagline again. Crisis averted. Okay, so when should you use the theme editor? Well, you use it when you want to make changes that apply to all of your products. Like, let's say I want to rearrange these two sections. I'll drag this one up, I'll move this one down, or maybe let's say I want to add a whole new section entirely, like an email sign-up form. I'll add that, hit save, and now all of my products have that new section in the same spot. That's what the theme editor is for, global changes to your layout and design. Okay, let's wrap this up. If you want to edit product text, images, benefits, or FAQs, anything specific to one product, you need to use the product editor. If you want to change the layout, move sections around, or update the design, stuff that affects all of your products, you need to use the Shopify theme editor. Keep these two separate and you'll avoid making mistakes. Plus, your store will be way easier to manage as you grow. That's it. You're all set to start customizing your products the right way.